pandemics and wars that have had a similar impact on language as a whole. But this is the first time since the dawn of the internet, if I can put it that way, that we as lexicographers, through very sophisticated software and huge databases of English language from across the world, we've been able to track in real time how a big global catastrophe like this impacts on the language.
Right.
We can see from month to month and from place to place, because all of the text that we pull into this big corpus or database are tagged geographically and by time. So we can see absolutely everything that's happening in the language. And this year has just been astonishing in that regard.
Right.
And we felt it would be completely unfair to try and single out a single word for this year.
Out of curiosity, though, I know that these words that we use are familiar. We've used them before, but just not excessively as this year, right? Have you seen any words either popular on social media, perhaps even words that are colloquial words that are used in very relaxed settings, but still quite popular and being used frequently this year?
Yes, we have. Obviously, an entirely new word that would probably dominate all the word of the year lists is COVID-19. That didn't exist before this year. But then we also had people getting very creative with the language and coming up with words like Blur's Day, which is really when one day just kind of blurs into another during the lockdown.
Yeah.
And that wonderful word, COVIDiot, which really describes all these people with conspiracy theories about COVID and who refuse to wear masks and refuse to obey the lockdown rules. So people have gotten very creative with the language.
Well, that's quite interesting.